Alright, we're going to begin our lesson on 14-3, convenience sampling.
I can't survey every member. I'll take a sample instead.
A good statistical study should consider whether there is a sampling method that produces a representative sample of the population. We've been talking a lot about how we want samples that are fair, that are representative, that are unbiased. We want good samples, otherwise we can't really trust the information that we get. Convenience sampling is when you choose members of the population that are convenient and available. So this researcher might choose members that are closest to them. When the researcher surveys members of the population that are convenient, the sample is called a convenience sample. A convenience sample is not necessarily a representative sample. Maybe this researcher is choosing people that live near him or are friends to him, so it's like they're close to him in relationship. Well, if he chooses the people that are close to him, that's a convenience sample because it's easy to find those people and talk to those people. But like in this example, we can see that all of the purple figures get left out. And so maybe this sample isn't going to be a good one. If it's convenient, you're not taking the time to make sure it's fair and has a variety of people. The word convenience, I always think of like a convenience store, like a Quick Trip. It's convenience means that it's easy, it's quick. First, we'll just begin identifying whether a sampling method is convenience sampling. So this one says, suppose you are doing research on the students at your school. Is each an instance of convenience sampling? You put an ad in the school newspaper for your research project. You accept the first 10 students who volunteer. If you accept the first 10 students, that's making it easy on you. And so, yes, that is convenience sampling. You put the names of all the students in a hat and pull out 10 names at random. Well, is this convenience sampling? Is it really the easiest way to find people, or are you taking more time out to make sure you're making it fair? Well, in this case, we're putting all the names and we're pulling them out at random. This is not convenience sampling. We're taking the time to make sure that it's fair and that we get a variety of people. In this example, you choose the first 10 students that you see. That would be convenience sampling. It's choosing people that's easy and quick. All right, this one's for you to double check to make sure that you're understanding this idea. You're supposed to select any descriptions that are not an instance of convenience sampling. Pause the video, try it out, see if you can select the right ones, and then play the video to see if you did it correctly. Okay, in this one, we're doing research on the students in your grade. Which description is not an instance of convenience sampling? You choose the first 20 students that you see. That would be convenience. You're choosing the first people, so it's making it easy for you. You choose all of the students in your school band. Well, that might seem good at first because you're choosing all of the students, so you're like getting lots of people, but you're only picking the band students. So that's not being fair to the variety of students that are in your school. That's convenient. You choose all the students in your classroom. That's even more convenient. These are just the students that are in your classroom, not taking time to get a variety of people. You choose 10 students from each classroom. This wouldn't be convenient. You'd have to go to every classroom and choose 10 students. That would give you a better variety. That would be more fair to all of the students in the school. Choice 4 is not an instance of convenience sampling. Suppose you're a news reporter investigating the town's opinion of the new shopping center. What are 3 ways to choose a convenience sample of town residents to interview? Are the samples that you chose representative samples? Well, there are definitely a lot of ways to do this, and you get some choice in this. So if you have some good ideas, go ahead, write those down, and then I'll share some ideas that I have too. Okay, I would say that maybe one way, if you're a news reporter, one way to really make this easy for you, you could just stand out here on the street next to your TV station. This could be one option of a convenience sample. And I would say that it's probably not the best representative sample. You're just standing out on the street. I mean, think of even news reporters that you've seen before. They don't just stand outside their TV station, they go out into the world and try to seek out a variety of people to talk to. So I would say that this is not representative. If you're standing on the street, you might only be talking to people that are walking and not really get any of the people driving around, and you're just not really reaching out to a lot of people. Another example would be that you could just ask people at the new shopping center. If you go to the new shopping center and ask them their opinion of the new shopping center, that would be convenient because you're just in one place. I don't really know that that would be representative because you would be at the new shopping center. So would you imagine some bias if you're asking people their opinion? They probably like the new shopping center because they're there. If someone was totally against it, then they probably wouldn't even go to the new shopping center, so you wouldn't get those opinions. Imagine even asking people only at the local strip mall. You're in one location, so you're making it easy for you. If you only ask people at the local strip mall, they might probably not like the new shopping center because they are maybe workers. And if they're workers at this mall across the street and there's a brand new big mall nearby, they might not like the new shopping center because it's going to take away from their business. Or there may be people here who have always loved to shop at this strip mall and are disappointed that there's a new shopping center. You know, I mean, they might even put this strip mall out of business, and then the people won't be able to enjoy those shops anymore. Asking people in one location is never really the best way to get a good sample because usually the people that are at that location have some reason for being there. If that location really has nothing to do with the shops, then it maybe won't be so bad. Like, asking a neighborhood might give you a variety of people. Like, they might not have as strong of a opinion of probably already liking or not liking the shopping center as the people that are at the shops. Or maybe even asking students at your school, that could be a little biased because you have younger people and you're not including older adults and elderly. So it just really can be risky to ask people only in one location because there may already be a bias there. Okay, this is similar to the one we did, so we'll go on.
Congratulations, you're our millionth hit today. Wow, that's a lot of hits.
Okay, Okay, this says that there are about 300 million websites in the world. Use the convenience sample to estimate the total number of websites that get more than 1 million hits per day. Is your estimate accurate? Explain. Okay, so in our convenience sample, we have 20 of this girl's favorite websites. 11 of them get more than 1 million hits per day. So in the sample, 11 out of 20 are getting more than 1 million hits per day. And we want to know, what would this tell us about the whole population of 300 million websites? We can solve to figure out how many websites are going to probably be getting hits based on this sample. So 20 times x, 11 times 300 million. I'll just do 11 times 3 is 33 and add those zeros back on. Then we would divide by 20. We would get, like, let's see, what is this? 165 here million. Would be getting more than 1 million hits. Now, is this reliable information? Is this something we should trust? Well, let's think about it. This was a convenience sample. This was this girl's favorite websites. Are her favorite websites likely to get a lot of hits? Probably so. Otherwise, unpopular websites, really boring websites, probably wouldn't be listed in her favorites. And so she's leaving out a lot of other websites and not getting maybe a variety. She may even have a hobby of liking music, and so maybe a lot of these websites are music websites, and she's not including different kinds. We can't really trust this information that we found because it was a convenience sample and it can have bias. It probably has bias. Oops. Use the convenience sample to estimate how many of the 1,165 cars on Highway 60 are red. Is your estimate accurate? Okay, in our sample it says that out of the 40 cars that you can see, 16 are red. So 16 out of 40 are red in the sample. The total number of cars in the whole population will be 1,165. So we can solve for a prediction of how many would be in the population red based on our sample. So 40 times x, 16 times 1,165. 18,640, and then we would divide by 40. $466 red cars in the whole highway. Okay, now would this estimate be accurate? Can we trust the sample? It is a convenience sample. Not every convenience sample is bad. But with thinking about a highway, go on to video